Welcome back to Save My Planet. Here in the Monteverde cloud forest of Costa Rica, nature does an amazing job of taking care of itself. From leafy ground covering that controls rainwater runoff to the abundant vegetation that feeds the wildlife, this is one of nature's most spectacular and diverse ecosystems. But to preserve it, we have to understand it and show it some respect. So I'm here with my friends Luis and Chico, and we're here in the Monteverde cloud forest. Really, really beautiful. So tell me, guys, tell me a little bit about the cloud forest.
We're on the top of the continental divide, where the trade winds blow in from the Caribbean, and it blow warm air up to the mountains. And so all these warm, humid air, as it breaks into the divide, as it cools off, it condenses and forms in clouds. A great percentage of the plants are growing on the trees because there's so much competition for light. So there's a crazy number of bromeliads, orchids, mosses, ferns, lichens.
And they're all getting up in there, fighting their way, trying to struggle for the light. It's so cool. So Luis, tell me about this fig tree back here. It's a nice one.
It's our big old friend, the strangler fig tree, which is an epiphyte. Epiphytes, most of the time, grow from the top down. A bird or bat, a monkey will leave some kind of seed on top of the tree, and then it will start sending roots down, start covering the whole tree. The whole tree will, at some point, start growing towards the sides, and it will pretty much kill itself.
Some of these trees carry over 200 species of plants.
Did you hear that? This one tree can have over 200 species of plants growing on it? Can I get that? One tree, 200 species?
One tree, 200 species, yeah.
If not more.
Yeah.
So much necessity to have all of these different species to make this all work. You know, if you think about like the cutting of the forest and the clearing of areas, you start losing a few species, and that kind of is like a chain reaction that affects everything, it seems like.
But diversity is very important. Say a pine tree forest gets a fungus and it just kills them all.
Right.
Here, there's so much diversity that nothing can actually kill the forest, basically.
So it keeps that natural balance.
Exactly.
You know, it's so interesting how each species really fills its niche. It's kind of like in a town. You know, everybody starts filling it. Well, you got a plumber, and then you have somebody that becomes, you know, the supermarket owner, and then some, you know, so it's like all of these different species, you know, fill their different niches to make the whole place function. And if one goes away, you know, something else has to come in there and fill it. Wow, well, this sure looks different. Much lighter here.
This is secondary forest. This is only about 35, 40 years old. It was cut down for dairy cattle farming. So these used to be pasture. And it's interesting because here is pretty much the transition point from secondary into the primary, which means it's the old growth, the virgin forest.
It grows so fast. Sometimes in the States, like that could be hundreds of years old because they grow so much slower. Things in the rainforest here grow so fast.
Of course, what happens here is it rains probably up to 300 inches of rainfall a year, and then the forest never stops growing.
We're here at this hummingbird gallery. Tell me about this place.
This is a wonderful place, especially the great thing about it is it's very educational. People come from all over the world to see hummingbirds here. There is about 8 or 9 species here. Costa Rica, there's like 52. And as you can see, they're just amazing little jets that fly in all
Yeah,
directions.
normally you just see them zip by. I mean, here you actually really get to look at them.
We spotted a snake around here earlier, and let me see, it should be around here. Oh, look, there it is.
And is that snake dangerous?
Yeah, it is very venomous.
Wow.
The common name is a side-striped palm pit viper.
Wow.
Scientific name is Botriechis laseraris.
Scientific name. How do you know this, Luis? How old are you?
I'm 16, well, how do I know this? I grew up I got raised in the cloud forest school.
Like part of the focus of the school is like you learn English, Spanish, and your normal subjects, but it has a focus on environmental education.
Totally, and thanks to them, here I am.
So here we are at Luis's school, the Cloud Forest School in Monteverde, and I'm here with VERA ZELEDON. Qué gusto verte, doña Vera.
Gracias, igualmente.
What inspired you to start this school?
This school started around 18 years ago. The boom of the tourism got here too quick. It was hard to find teachers, to find managers for our businesses. So this was like the big opportunity to make our own school.
Vera is also the owner of the Hotel Belmar in Monteverde.
We built like 3-4 different classrooms with the parents all working together, and some of us were teachers, some were workers doing the carpenting, and it was great.
18 divided by 6 is 3. Yes.
Here they do not only learn how to read and write, etc., but they really learn how to love nature. It is the truth. So you can see it with Luis.
You know, while we were walking through the forest, and he's spotting things and telling me, you know, I've been here many, many times, and he was telling me things I never even knew. Tell me, who goes to this school?
I would say about maybe 80% of them are local Monteverde students, and the rest of them come from all around the world. Right now we have 20 students who are here from the United States and Europe. When our students graduate, our goal is not that they're nature guides, or that they're doctors, or that they're biologists. We want them to be good people who have found who they are here so that they know what they have to offer to the world.
I'm here with MILTON BRENES, who's the environmental educator here at the Cloud Forest School, and he's teaching them a lot of things. Entonces, Don Milton, qué gusto conocerte, hermano. So tell me, Milton, what kind of things are you teaching the students here?
La importancia de la raíz, la semilla en sí.
So he's saying that it's really important for students to understand species, understand their roots, understand the seed, and understand their leaves and all of the importance. Luis, you realize you are so lucky to have a teacher like Milton that's so knowledgeable, obviously, but passionate about what he's doing, and it feels like he's really inspired you.
Indeed, yeah, that's very true. All his knowledge together with all his experiences are passed on to me, so I can pass it on to other people with my experiences itself, and all that generates
change.
Change, yeah.
Yeah.
El futuro de nuestros países son nuestros jóvenes.
Yeah. He's saying that the future of our country are our children, and students like Luis, you know, it's like passing the baton to the people that are going to be, you know, basically managing our planet. I feel really inspired. What an amazing place. Imagine what it would be like if this were your backyard. Well, the people who live here know how beautiful this place is, and they know the importance of protecting it. With the help of the Cloud Forest School, there's a good chance it'll be here for generations to come. I'm Stephen Brooks. See you next time. You got to save my planet. You got to save it now. Here in Monteverde, you can see they know how.
At the crossroads of an entire hemisphere is a land where the forces of nature have converged to create amazing new life forms and brilliant new ways of living. A land of astounding natural beauty and innovative people who are reshaping their lives with 21st century technology and a commitment to transform the future. Beauty beyond description, vision beyond expectation. Costa Rica, no artificial ingredients.